Greetings and thank you for joining the weekly meditation of Calgary Mindfulness, where every Sunday morning we meditate for 15 minutes on a different topic, often suggested by our practicing community. If you would like to join these meditations live, or if you would like to attend in-person meditations around the Calgary area during the summer months, please email calgarymindfulness@gmail.com. I hope you enjoy this practice and wishing you a wonderful week. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for the weekly Sunday meditation. Let's begin by getting into the mindful body. While I deal with some of the admin stuff like letting in people and managing this large dog. Come on. She thinks I want to play. Come on. Just breathing in and out, noticing the rise and fall of the torso. Hi, sit. Okay, I think we've got everyone in. Let's begin by listening for sounds in our practice room. What's the furthest thing we can hear? Coming in closer to listen for sounds in our nearby vicinity. I hear furnace, breathing dog. Just adjust this mat I'm sitting on. And finally coming in a little bit closer to listen for sounds within the body. Perhaps it's breathing or swallowing. And sending our awareness further out, connecting the outer world to the inner world. Relaxing the torso with each breath, straightening the spine, but keeping it relaxed, so not tense. As you may know, I am also doing the daily workbook for the Course in Miracles, and at this part of the course there is a 15-minute meditation, so I thought we would do that for our practice today. I'm going to read today's lesson. We're on 88, The Light Has Come. In choosing salvation rather than attack, and in the Course in Miracles, choosing salvation means recognizing that I am connected to all other beings and that my main responsibility is to forgive myself and others. I merely choose to recognize what is already there. Salvation is a decision made already. Attack and grievances are not there to choose. That is why I always choose between truth and illusion, between what is there and what is not. The light has come. I can but choose the light, for it has no alternative. It has replaced the darkness, and the darkness has gone. These would prove useful forms for specific applications of this idea. So, as we sit and practice, our thoughts and emotions will arise, and some of those seem to contradict the fact of the light has come. And so it's recommended that we say things like these lessons, as those thoughts arise. This cannot show me darkness, for the light has come. The light in you is all that I would see. And then we can name any person we choose in our private circle or a public figure. I would see in this only what is there. So let's just sit and practice for a while. I will review some of these ideas that we can repeat to ourselves as our thoughts and emotions arise. This situation, this relationship, this circumstance cannot show me darkness, for the light has come. Let's call to mind anyone with whom we're having a personal conflict. In our private circle, in our public circles, professional. Any relationship where we're holding on to some grievance, where we think we need to fix another's thoughts or behavior in order to feel better. And let's say to ourselves, the light in you is all that I would see. And go ahead and name on your own anyone. Any person or relationship where you find this applicable. The light in you is all that I would see. Continuing to breathe in and out, noticing the rise and fall of the torso, relaxing the hands, relaxing the face and belly. The light in you is all that I would see. We may not feel like we influence the dynamics of any relationship enough to make that a reality. But in fact we do. When we are aligned with our highest and best, we can really work miracles in the physical world. The light in you is all that I would see. Let's extend this out to our professional and public circles. Perhaps there are leaders and politicians in situations you're quite frustrated with. So let's bring those people into this picture too. We live in such a time of polarization of figures that we disagree with, so bring in some of those political figures with whom you disagree and visualize them in the light that we all share. The light in you is all that I would see. First, it may feel impossible to pull those figures into the light that we share, but actually once you've got them in your embrace, notice how it diffuses the warlike position we've got ourselves in when we demonize public figures. Let's call to mind any circumstances and situations where we are experiencing some problems. Maybe personal health, professional, familial. As you guys know, for me, it's always my youngest son. Keeps me up at night. So let's call upon a situation like that where we really need to let go of managing and coping in the physical and say to ourselves, this cannot show me darkness, for the light has come. Noticing the rise and fall of the torso, relaxing the face, relaxing the hands, relaxing the belly. Breathing in, this cannot show me darkness, for the light has come. In the text for today's meditation, there's an interesting sentence. Attack and grievances are not there to choose. So elsewhere in the Course, and also in our own practice together, we have positioned that all thoughts, words, actions, choices are a choice between love and fear. And the way it's presented in today's text is that that's not the case. Attack and grievances are not there to choose. It's presented as truth and illusion. What is there and what is not there. So love is there, truth is there, and the other stuff is just not there. A Course in Miracles is about changing our perception, right? Our perception of the world around us, our interpretation. It's just recognizing when we choose to align with highest and best, we are choosing truth. And when we don't, we are choosing illusion, which seems much less appealing than choosing, fear, attack, or grievance. Actually, we're choosing something that's not there. We're choosing what's not real. For me, that's an extra kick in the pants to align with love rather than fear, attack, grievance, illusion. And so we say, this cannot show me darkness. This situation that has got me turbulent cannot show me darkness, for the light has come. And it hasn't, we're not waiting for it. It's not coming when I'm ready, when I'm purified enough, spiritual enough. It's already there. And I get to choose. Will I choose truth or illusion? There's nowhere to go. I am already arrived. It's only about opening my eyes. Let's wrap up our practice with a couple deep breaths together in silence. Committing to keeping this flame alive in our hearts and minds over the week. I look forward to hearing your comments. Please do send. And reminding ourselves, when turbulent relationships and situations arise, this cannot show darkness, for the light has come. The light in you is all that I would see, and I want to see in this only what's there, not any illusions. Thanks for joining with me today. I look forward to seeing you again soon.